Did you know that during the 3 weeks of March Madness in 2017, the NCAA collected over $900 million, while the players that participated in the tournament didn't get anything? More than 460,000 student athletes participate in 24 different sports each year. I have many friends that are student athletes, so I'm familiar with what they have to go through each and every day. Student athletes should be paid because of all the disadvantages that they have to face. Today I'm going to discuss why they should be paid and the many disadvantages that they face that other students don't face. And that brings me to my first point. Being a college student athlete is basically a full-time job without getting paid, and in some cases it's more important than school. Students have to balance class with their team obligations like the weight room, training, practice, games, travel, etc. And according to Edelman 2014, the typical D1 college football player dedicates about 43 hours per week to his sport of football. The average work week is 40 hours in America, so the athlete has to work a full week on top of classes and other team activities and everything without getting paid. Another problem is that many student athletes are required to miss class due to obligations to their team. The NCAA men's basketball tournament affects more than 6 days of classes, so athletes have the potential to get behind in those classes. The road to the NCAA men's basketball championship in some schools may require the students to miss up to a quarter of the classes of spring semester, according to Edelman 2014. So since these college athletes are basically working a full-time job without compensation, it's no surprise that they struggle financially. And that brings me to my second point. Many college student athletes struggle for money. It's a common misconception that athletes graduate debt-free. On average, a full D1 scholarship is $25,000 per year. And that may seem like a lot of money, but that covers just the basic things like tuition, textbooks, meal plans, etc., according to HeartNet 2014. Many college athletes are not able to get a job either. Their schedules are either too busy with their school and their sports, the travel doesn't allow them to hold down a part-time job, and in some cases they're forbidden to get a job, according to Jabbar 2018. So it might be hard to believe that student athletes struggle financially when they're the ones that are doing all the work and receiving all the revenue to their schools. Athletes are the ones who bring in all the money, yet they get nothing in return. Coaches get bonuses for breaking records, reaching the playoffs, winning big games, etc., while the players get nothing, according to Martinez 2017. NCAA coaches can earn an average of about $100,000, but top-tier coaches like Nick Saban can earn over $7 million a year. This graph shows the average $100,000 a year, and then the top ones can get $7 million, while student athletes get nothing. The university is allowed to collect money from players' popularity, but players are contractually not allowed to themselves, according to Anderson. For example, a popular player's name on the back of jerseys, sweatshirts, and other apparel may gain money for the NCAA, but the player himself or herself will not get any of that money. NFL player Michael Bennett agrees that college players should be paid because the NCAA, coaches, other staff, and basically everyone else gets paid except for the players, according to Fraud 2017. Now that you're aware of the disadvantages that many student athletes face, let's recap. In conclusion, student athletes should be paid to perform their sports because of the many disadvantages that they face and all the hard work they put in. We talked about how even though these athletes work full weeks without pay, they still struggle financially despite the copious amounts of money that the NCAA rakes in. So I believe it's time for the NCAA to start paying the players because without the players, there'd be no money at all.